Hey, Rich.
Hello, everybody. Are you guys on yet?
I'm on.
All right. Jason Dean, I see you driving, buddy. I like that.
How you doing?
Well, I like the guy that multitasks while he drives. I always say whenever I do Facebook Live, and I catch a lot of heat for it, but whenever I do Facebook Live, I'm usually driving. And I always say live while I drive, you know.
Yep.
My thing, I guess. So who else is here? Anybody else want to say hello? Who?
Hi.
Claude Watley.
Claude Watley. How are you, my friend?
Too blessed to be stressed, my friend. I'm doing wonderful.
Is it Dave Ramsey that says too blessed to be depressed? Is that who that is?
I think so. I think he got it from me first, though.
I like that. You know, there's a lawsuit there, Claude. You know, you can stop him from taking your words, just so you know. I see Brooke Rayburn. What's up, Brooke?
Hey, hey. Just going from meeting to meeting. You know me.
Right. Even while you drive, you're in a meeting. That's what I love. You and Jason should be like hanging out, because that way one of you could drive and one of you could Zoom at the same time. So who else is on the call today?
Susan from Marshville, Missouri.
All right. Hi, Susan. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How about you?
You know,
What's up, Cody?
I'm really honestly doing great. Thank you for asking.
Can you shut the door, please? I'm on a phone call.
Yep, I can shut the door.
Sorry, can you hear me? God dang it.
That sounds like Missy Martin.
Thank goodness I didn't cuss him out.
Right?
So I turned off the video, but not
an...
the audio. Here, I'll turn on my video. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Start video.
You have to ask Brooke. Brooke has all the answers.
Hey,
you just go to Brooke.
It's dark in here. I'm in the dark.
There you are.
All right, I'll mute it now so you don't have to hear me yelling at my kids, because it's a snow day, even though there's not really that much snow.
Yeah. Well, that's what I love about living in Knoxville. Dude, when I was born and raised in Michigan, lived in Chicago or northern Indiana, I mean, you get this much snow, they just giggle at it. You know, they just sweep it off and keep going, you know. But down here, we take the day off, and I love it. All right, guys, look, we got a lot to cover today. So I want to start promptly because we got so much to do here in such short order. So I'm going to mute all, and let's see if we can get that done. I think everybody's muted now. For people like Missy, whose kids are at home, okay, and you need to yell at them, turn off the video first. Touch the video button before you start cussing your kids out, okay? Yeah, that's what you need to do. All right, anyway, look, I'm going to share some stuff with you guys today. I hope and feel like, you know, that you're going to love and be something that, you know, is applicable for all of us, to be honest with you. And I really believe that some of what I'm going to be sharing today is just going to take networking today to all new levels. And here's the thing. We've had several people, we've asked them to sign NDAs, okay? And we've asked them to sign non-disclosure agreements because it's, you know, what we've needed to do to keep some things confidential that we want to keep confidential. Now, the only thing that I need to do, one second here, I need to manage participants. So for some reason, the participants still need to be like let into the meeting. So I'm working on that, guys. I apologize, but hopefully I can keep an eye on that as we go through. Okay. But a couple of things I want to share with you guys. So first of all, a little conference call etiquette, right? Make sure that you're muted. And if you do start cussing the kids out, no, Missy was not cussing her kids out. She was being very appropriate, announcing to them she's on a call and to shut up. I actually think that is very, very appropriate. But just know that if you need to yell at the kids, eat, use the bathroom, answer the door, anything like that, just so you guys know, please make sure and be respectful of everybody else on the call. That would be great. I want to say welcome to all the new meeting leaders. If you're here today and you're new, welcome. So glad to have you. And I hope that you're enjoying your time at Networking Today already. And this may be your first meeting. We host this call bi-weekly. It's every other Tuesday from 12:30 to 1:30. We're usually done in like 45 minutes or less. Just depends on how much information that we're covering and how rambling I get. But there's several things worth sharing on today's call and each and every call. So we come together every other week, I should say. And then what we do is we record it. And what we do is we take that recording and we convert it to MP3. We leave it in video, MP4, but we also convert just the audio. And we host that on the Meeting Leader Resources page. So you guys can always go out to the Meeting Leader Resources page and either watch this again or listen again. Or for those of you that can't make the call live, obviously I want you here live. Love to have you guys here live. But you know what? If you can't make it live because of a lunch appointment, work, kids, snow days, whatever, just like today, you can always come back at your convenience and make sure that you're staying engaged with everything that's happening at NTI. So just so you know, that's always out there as a resource for you, okay? All right, Brooke needed to be let back in. I think we got that done. All right, going back to it. The first thing I want to mention, guys, is Brooke Rayburn introduced me to this idea of a 50-50 raffle. Now, look, you're going to have the people that come up to you and say, this is gambling. You're going to have the people that come up to you and say stuff like, hey, you're not allowed to be doing this or whatever. And you know what? We're not gambling really per se. I mean, I guess to the specific letter of the law, maybe it is, but we're not like wagering and things like that. What we're trying to do is support Networking Today and support the things you do in your meeting. And it's just a fun way to do it. And instead of just people giving money, we take 50% and it goes into a little envelope. What I do is I keep an envelope right here. You maybe can see this, maybe not, but it says NTI HQ 50/50. And what I do is I take the money that we get each and every week. You guys can see this here, just so you don't think I'm kidding. We take the money that we get each and every week, 50%, and Brooke does this for me in my meeting. And she walks around and she gives out raffle tickets that we got over at Party City or Dollar General or whatever, wherever we got it, I can't remember, but they're like $1.50. And that cost, of course, came out of the fund. But what we do is we take 50% and we put it in this envelope for things that we want to do, like covering costs of visitor day breakfast, covering costs of some happy hour things you might want to do, different things that you might want to do for your group. That's what this is for. And then the other half, we give it to someone in the meeting. We draw for people that bought raffles, and we award the other half to someone in the meeting. Now, the honest truth is that person then takes someone to lunch or goes and does, some sort of one-to-one meeting, or maybe can buy donuts if he or she wants to with what they do. There's a lot of different things that can be done with the money, and it's just a fun way of raising money for your local meeting. So don't let the naysayers or the toxic people destroy you on this, but it's a lot of fun to do. We have a lot of fun doing it. Now, I want to transition and go to talking a little bit about what we do for our Thanksgiving. This is going to be very new for some of you, and some of you are going to realize that this is as soon as next week, and so you're too late. But you know what? You can begin getting ready for next year. If you're on the call and you are in the Knoxville area, then just so you know, all the meeting leaders in the Knoxville area skip their meeting that week from Maryville to Oak Ridge, sometimes Pigeon Forge, and we all come together for one united networking meeting from 9:30 to 11. Normally, most of our meetings are from 9 to 10:30. But we all get together from 9:30 to 11. And we all get together from 9:30 to 11. And what we do is we network. Now, there's no cost for that portion of the networking meeting, but then we get together for a lunch afterward, and it's a fundraiser. This goes through NTI Cares, which those of you that have not heard, or maybe you're new here and you're just learning everything that we offer, NTI Cares is our very own 501c3 nonprofit charitable corporation that we created so that charitable things that we want to do in our communities across the country and around the world can all come into our own 501c3 nonprofit. So what we do is we raise funds in our area and we give it to a charity. Usually around Thanksgiving, it's family-oriented charities. And so this year we're supporting Fostering Hope, and it is a really great thing to be doing. We're charging $25 per head. Our venue is charging us $14 per head to feed us. The balance then goes to the charity. Now, NTI Cares does retain 20% of all donations for administrative things that we do, website, print literature that we might do, website changes that need to be made. I mean, there's just a lot of different things. There's different administrative things that need to happen. And so we use that, the 20% for that. We will take any administrative expenses that were not used explicitly for our charities and to run NTI Cares, and we will make a cash contribution to a charity at the end of the year. That's how we're going to do it. But like any organization, it's got costs, but not many. So 80%, 80 cents on every dollar goes directly to the charity minimum. Okay, but this year, if you're in the Knoxville area, we will meet at Buddy's Barbecue Banquet Hall on Kingston Pike. It's a huge hall. I'd encourage you guys as meeting leaders to spread the word that if people can carpool or, hey, you want to ride together with me or, whatever, if you're in a different part of Knoxville, you can all ride together for parking limitations, things like that. But the rest of you, if you miss this opportunity, then gear up and get ready for the next big thing that we will do, and that's our Memorial Day barbecue. And what I like to do here in the Knoxville area is support veterans. So the Memorial Day barbecue, we do a fundraiser. We pick a veteran type organization, and that can be a wide variety of, different veteran organizations in your local area. And you can do something just like this as well. But already almost $3,000 has been raised for different causes, and I'm pretty excited about that. So just so you guys know, it is really neat to do, and I encourage everyone everywhere to get involved. All right. Now, moving right along. Trying to move right along. Don't forget that if you want to do a fundraiser for NTI Cares outside of the quote NTI sanctioned events, that is okay to do as well. If it's going to run through NTI Cares, then it has to fit our guidelines. And the guidelines, the 4 areas that we work to support are families, children, veterans, and what was the other one? Homeless. So those are the 4 categories that we want to partner with and work with charities and supporting charities. So we're not necessarily doing the work of the charity. We are supporting charities. And really, I like the way Mark Knight, our executive director, says it when he says, we're helping bring exposure to less known charities. Though they may be less known, they are still just as needy. And so we want to support them, and I encourage you guys to get involved, all right? And make sure to do that. Now, I want to bring an update on the 2020 Vision Contest that ended last Friday. And, man, it feels like it has just been a whirlwind since last Friday, and I have barely had time to even run the calculations. But I wanted to give you some update today. And then hopefully tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, we'll get all the winners lined up and announce the winners, and it'll be a lot of fun. But we didn't quite hit our goal. As you guys know, we wanted to hit 150 new members across the country. Well, we did. We hit 41 new members. Now, am I mad about that? Absolutely not. 41 new members is a lot of new members. And so I commend all of you. And what I want to do is I want to ask you as meeting leaders to share, kudos with your members that we're busy inviting people. Now, everybody or a lot of people may invite people and they don't show up. So we don't want to just exclude those that brought people, although they do need an extra pat on the back. But other members are working very hard to bring new members that just didn't work out during that particular period. So Don't worry about it. Look, 41 new members means that we have 41 new relationship opportunities at Networking Today. So what we do is we prorate the prize money down, and you're going to get some questions on how this works and everything. But we hit 27% of the goal. So 27% of our $2,000 prize money, we're going to give away about $545. The vast majority of that will go to a single prize winner. They'll love getting a Visa gift card for, several $100s. And then a smaller portion of the prize money will then go to a runner-up. And they'll like getting a couple $100s themselves. So it's still worthwhile, and someone's going to be awfully glad they participated. I don't know who yet, but they'll be awfully glad. But be waiting for the announcements to come on that. Now, our next contest, for those of you that get involved, will come January 1st. Normally, I don't like doing January 1st start times because people have off January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, January 4th. They don't start coming back until like January the 8th. So normally I don't like doing that, but I want to start off the year with a bang, and I want to run it right up through February the 15th. So while the first few days of the contest may be holiday related, some of you will begin meeting as soon as January the 3rd, 4th, or 5th. So I didn't want to start it at January 8th or 9th, so we just decided to make it January 1st. And with some of the things I'm about to share with you, the contest is going to apply to some of what I'm going to be sharing with you in just a moment. And so I think you'll see that January 1st or January 2nd won't be that big of a deal. And we will run another contest. We'll call it Visitors Day. We'll call it Membership Drive. Don't get too hooked on Visitor Day contests just yet. We'll name it, put the parameters to it, announce how much we're going to give away, things like that. But you might want to mark your calendars if you're a meeting leader in anticipation for the contest that will come up January the 1st through February the 15th. You say, Rich, why are you telling us about a contest that isn't going to happen until January? Well, frankly, I cannot believe that we're like in the middle of November. Maybe you can. Maybe you are at a phase of your life where you're like, man, life is moving so slow. But for me, it's like yesterday I woke up and it was January 1st, and today I woke up and it was November. I don't even know where the rest of the year went. So to me, January 1st is going to be here that fast, especially when you take into account that we have our Networking Today Thanksgiving luncheons next week. The week after that is Thanksgiving. And then you're going to take, most people are going to take a slow week the next week because after all, it was just Thanksgiving. People always need a reason why not to work. And last week was Thanksgiving, so I'm just ramping back up this week. And then they're going to need 2 weeks to ramp up for Christmas. And of course, Christmas is right around the corner, less than 7 weeks, 6 weeks away. I don't like Christmas too much. Those of you that know me, I don't really like Christmas. Don't tell anybody that gets mad at me about that. But I don't like Christmas, so I don't really care. But here's the thing. It's right around the corner. And so you got Christmas and New Year's. People take 2-3 weeks off. And let me speak to that real quick. Do not get discouraged. If you are a meeting leader on today's call or listening, please let me encourage you to not get discouraged during this time. Do you know the worst 2 months of networking in the entire year? November and December. Right about the middle of November till about the middle of January, networking very frequently has a lot of flat times, vacations, kids' schedules. Man, there's so much that can interfere. Year-end deadlines where people are having to travel or put final pushes on or whatever. I mean, man, there could be a million different reasons. Do not, I plead with you, let that discourage you. It is not much different than July and August, the other 2 worst months of the whole year to be a networker, because people have vacations and school's out, and same exact thing, except the holidays. So don't let that ruffle your feathers. What you want to do is project out. This is what I'm telling all of our new meeting leaders, right? You've got new meeting leaders that are trying to start meetings right now, and I'm saying to them, just set everyone's expectations. Let people know that this month and next month are slow months. So when you project out for the contest and everything you plan to do in 2020, now's the time to be having those conversations. That way they're looking forward, and the expectation is for a big January, February, March, first quarter. Not looking at, wow, where is everyone in, November and December? Don't worry about that. Don't let that discourage you. Keep doing the right thing. Running a good meeting. Having them invite people. Have your happy hours. And then say, let's do this charity event. Let's go down and feed, the homeless. Let's raise gifts for this or that or the other. This is the perfect time to be doing those sorts of things, which is why we do a lot of charities, okay, during this time of year. But, okay, enough said. The contest coming up January 1st through February 15th. So I want all meeting leaders to really hear this, okay? This is our quiet time. Right after our Thanksgiving luncheon is Thanksgiving, November the 28th. You're not going to hear much from NTI corporate. We don't have contests. We don't have a lot of visitor days. We don't have happy hours. There's not a lot of push. People's goals are either met or they're not. And so it goes into a lull. Embrace that lull. Embrace that quiet time. Not only in your own meeting, but from corporate as well. This is a really great time to go into the website and make sure that the header says what you want it to say. Make sure that the location is right. Watch some of the tutorial videos and make sure that you're using your Google Calendar that is assigned to your location. Maybe you want to watch the FanZuma 14, 15-minute video and pick up a new tip or, be reminded of something that you have forgotten that FanZuma can be used for. There's a lot of ways that you can use this quiet time to get caught up. Communicate with members. If you yourself as meeting leader have not had many one-to-ones with your members, just to say thanks, now is a great time to do that. It's what I call a quiet time, and I encourage you to enjoy it just like I do. That being said, I want to transition and share with you guys something that is brand new. Okay, a couple of things that are very, very exciting at Networking Today, at least in my opinion. So many of you are familiar. It's nothing new, okay? But many of you are familiar with what are very commonly called digital business cards or V-cards. There's an organization called V-Card Global that Networking Today has partnered with. Now, we've had some delays in some of the initiatives because the first platform we were going to use couldn't meet our technology needs that we wanted. V-Card is going to be able to do everything we want it to do and more. So what I want to do is I want to show you a quick example. Those of you that are just dialed in, not watching the screen, this will be tough for you probably, but let me show you an example. So I'm assuming all of you can still see the screen fine, but this is an example of Steve's V-Card. Steve is the Chief Executive Officer of V-Card Global, a registered trademark. This is one of the most robust digital mobile platforms I have ever seen to be able to do everything you do on a website right on your phone, but even more. Every single Networking Today member is going to be given a V-Card free, complimentary. This is a part of the new directory that we're rolling out. By the way, this will all tie in together. Our searchable database, our searchable directory, our ability to share referrals, share contacts, communicate with each other will all be through V-Card Global. Let me show you just a couple of things. You can make a phone call. If I click this button or touch this button on my phone, I can instantly call Steve. I can email Steve. I can text Steve. If I click from my computer, it'll open up my messages window. If I click from my phone, touch from my phone, it will open up my text window. But not only that, I can have my photo, I can have a video, I can have my branded business right here at the top. Not only that, I can brand this whole card for Networking Today to communicate that you're a member of Networking Today. In addition to that, I can scroll down my mobile phone, my main phone, my Skype address, my work address. I can embed a Google map or any other sort of map. I can share this digital card by text or by email. I can visit Steve's website. I can have any social media that I want. Every single member can have their own social media down here. Some members use Instagram, some use Snapchat, some Google+, YouTube, some Facebook, LinkedIn. All of their links will be able to be included right down here. In addition to that, there's a digital menu interface. So you can have an about section where you can embed Vimeo movies, YouTube videos, or any sort of description here that you want. Every single member will be able to build this out. So when we share a digital video, let's say that I'm going to give a referral to my good friend Dan O'Deck. And so I come into this card, I share this with John Doe. John Doe gets it. John Doe can see everything that Dan O'Deck wants him to see right up front. Everything very seamless. You can see the interface is very easy to see, very easy to navigate. In addition to this, not only can we do this, but we can go to About Steven. And this can be, again, call me, email me, text me. A photo of Dano or a video of Dano can be put right here. A bio on Dano. Links down here to wherever else you might want to go. We can embed web forms. So let's say that you want them to sign up for your newsletter. You want them to sign up for, that is when I say them, you want people who have your V card to sign up for your newsletter. This can be your home page. This can be your last page. This can be a button. Literally, we are able to navigate and create, all of us, our own individual V cards with any type of feature that we want. We can include Fanzuma in here for our meeting locations. We can have a map, a Google map to our meeting locations. That way, anyone sharing our V card can share the meeting location. All of the members that you have in your meeting can share where the meeting is by simply sharing the V card. You can do a video of all of your members. Think about it. Think about grabbing your phone, doing a video, a selfie type video with all of your members saying, we invite you to join us. And then all of you sharing that V card with all of your contacts, inviting them to show up at the meeting. Now, some of you will remember that we partnership with Cashback World. I haven't mentioned this in a while, but we're in partnership with Cashback World. Cashback World, aka Lyconet, has a tool that will make inviting the world, everybody in your contact list, you will be able to share your contacts via Lyconet with all of your contacts. I'm going to show everyone how to do this easily and to make it fun right in the middle of your meeting. That way, people are texting other people and inviting them to come to your meeting. But it's all right here, no matter what you want. The searchable directory will take us about 90 days to finish out, where we're going to be very, very active in our directory. However, this is going to be live by Friday. My goal by Friday, but definitely by Thursday of next week, is to have our entire membership uploaded into vCard, and everyone will be communicated with that they now have their own vCard. Go and create their account, log into their vCard, paid for, sponsored through their membership at Networking Today, as a whole new way for us to communicate. One of the things that this company is doing that I think many of you on today's call will absolutely love is they are about to roll out artificial intelligence technology through a chat feature where you will be able to text in your language and someone else will be able to chat with you in their language. So let's say that you're speaking to someone who speaks, Spanish. Let's just use Spanish, right? So here you are, you speak English, they speak Spanish. You can't communicate. But through the vCard, you're going to be able to have a digital conversation with them. And when you type it in English, it's going to show up in Spanish on their phone. Vice versa. When they type in Spanish, it's going to show up on your end in English. Everything that this platform is doing is going to be rolled out to us. Check this out. What about this? You're a business owner. Your V card has been shared with hundreds of people, maybe 10s or 20s or 30s of people, but it's been shared. You update your phone number. You update your place of employment. You change businesses. You roll out a new line. The minute you update your V card, it is live everywhere on earth because it's cloud-based. So no longer do you have to worry about someone sharing an old business card or sharing an outdated phone number or sharing that you used to be with Mary Kay, but now you're with ACN. Or you used to be with ACN and now you're with Cashback World. Or you used to work for Kroger, but now you work for Pepsi. It is all right there for you and live the minute you update your V card. And this is going to be something that we introduce to every one of our Networking Today members, and it will be amazing. By the way, one of the other things that I keep forgetting to mention is, let's say that someone refers you, someone shares your V card. You're going to be able to log into the back of your V card and see analytics. So you can see how many times your V card has been shared. You can see if it's been opened. You can see those analytics so you know the success that you're having with your V card or referrals. You can track referrals that people were given to you or not track it. Totally up to you as a member. You know what? I don't even fully know all of the ways that we're going to use this digital platform. My mind began to race with different ideas of the ways that we could use this. But I can tell you this, in partnership with vCard, you and all of our members are going to love it. And my goal is to have everyone signed up, logged on, ready to use it, uploaded from the information that we have on them as members already into vCard Global by Friday. More news coming on that. Okay, let me share next thing maybe that I wanted to share. What happened here? Come on, work with me. My computer has decided not to work with me so much. That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I have been working very, very, very hard on is called NTI Online. Not only that, we have a brand new website. Networking Today will now look exactly like this. When you land on Networking Today, you're going to have anything that we're announcing that's front and center right at the top of the page. Our new icon, you're going to be able to log in, a little apps menu over here where they can, up here on the upper right, I don't know if you guys are actually able to see my mouse or not, but up toward the top in the right, you're going to be able to see that. The directory, locations, they'll be able to join us, all of that directly, just like they do now, but a whole new interface. They'll be able to, let me talk more about NTI Online in just a moment. They'll be able to come down here and see meetings using Google Maps, very interactive map anywhere in the world. They'll scroll down, see whatever else that, you know, we're doing, whether it's this charitable event or another. They'll be able to scroll down and see NTI Cares. They'll have a link for NTI Global. It's a whole new look, smooth, refreshing, brand new. Everyone, I think, is absolutely going to love it and easy to navigate. But with NTI Online, I have determined about 2 years ago, I got to thinking that, man, you know, it would seem to me that the world is online, okay? It would seem to me that, you know, I don't know, people bank online, people shop online, people, you know, do everything online. They stream their movies, they read books, you know, newspapers are going by the wayside. I mean, everyone is doing everything online. You can book your car, you know, your Uber to pick you up online. Everything's digital, everything's mobile. And I got to thinking, you know, since everything is online and millions of people are on YouTube and millions of even more people are freelancing and doing something on their own, whether they're a graphic designer, an accountant, or building some sort of direct sales business like Mary Kay, ACN, Neora, whatever else is out there. You might be a business coach. You might be a financial advisor. You might be anyone around the world that can do business with anyone around the world. And I got to thinking, well, why is it that even right here in Knoxville, which is a relatively small community when you compare it to Dallas or Charlotte or Chicago or New York, you know, people will not drive from one side of Knoxville to the other side of Knoxville because of traffic. They don't want to get out. When you have inclement weather, they don't want to leave. People today are after convenience. That's why you have pay at the pump for your gas, for your car. Anything that increases the world's convenience is what people want today. So we decided that we would roll out NTI Online and take the meetings that we do today and put them online. So in partnership with Zoom, we will be introducing NTI Online to the entire world. My goal is to have it finished by Saturday and then introduce it to the whole entire world on our Thanksgiving luncheon on November the 21st. Okay, that's my goal. Now, it says 1,000 active meetings and growing. Look, that's going to be a digital counter. You know, it might say 60 at first and then 600 and then 6,000 or whatever it's going to say. I don't even know where it's going to go. But we're going to be introducing NTI Online so that no matter where someone is in the entire world, whether they're 10 miles from you or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 miles away, I guess you can't be 10,000 miles away, but you know, you get what I'm saying. No matter how close or how far you network, now you can network on NTI Online. You will be able to come to NTI Online. You will be able to say, let's say that you can do business globally. You will be able to join global meetings. Let's say that you only do business in the 50 states. You will be able to click, I want to do business in the United States and be invited to be able to join a meeting anywhere in the U.S. Let's say that you can do business in the state of Tennessee or in the state of Missouri or in the state of wherever you live, but you can do business in the entire country, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you're now going to be able to come to NTI Online and you're going to be able to choose where you want to network from the comfort of your home or office. Let's say that you've got sick kids, or maybe you yourself are not feeling well, or maybe you would do business with someone. If you were to look at a map, go look at a Google map of Knoxville. You've got Pigeon Forge, Maryville, Oak Ridge. Now, a little bit further out, you've got Crossville, Cookville. Cookville is a small town that fits 1.5 hours, 90 minutes away from Knoxville and 90 minutes away from Nashville, depending on where you're leaving from, okay? But practically right in the middle. They're not going to drive 90 minutes and 90 minutes back to Nashville or 90 minutes and 90 minutes back from Knoxville. But if business were on the line, if they were selling a house, doing a mortgage, doing a website for $10,000, whatever, they would make the drive. In addition to that, someone recently said to me, AKA Brooke Rayburn, someone recently said to me, Rich, what about book clubs? What about Bible studies? What about associations? What about homeschool parents that want to all network? What about dentists, physicians? You name it, the amount of groups that could come to NTI Online to network, while they may not call it networking the way that we have always used it, they are still networking. They're collaborative. They're collaborative, supportive groups of individuals who all come together to support each other with a common interest. NTI Online will become that single source where people can come together online anytime, any day, any hour, in any language, anywhere in the world, and network with each other. So for the last several weeks, I have been saying, well, for the longest time, I've been saying that leaders are readers, right? And I suggest a book at the end of each and every call that we have. For the last several calls that we've had, I've been promoting this book called The World is Flat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never heard of Fiverr, if you have never heard of Upwork, these are digital platforms with freelancers from the Philippines to India to China to Japan to Colorado to New York. They're freelancers globally that look to earn your business and compete for your business. Anyone that freelances can join. Not only that, guys, think about it. Think about the landscaper, the drywaller, the painter, the roofer that has to be on the job site. Think about the person that can't attend your 9 to 10:30 meeting because they're on a job site. Well, could they jump on a 9 o'clock webinar on their phone from their van or from the office or from the house that they're drywalling or painting? Sure, they could. They could come on for a 60-minute quick meeting, enhance and strengthen relationships, and then do business with each other. Not only that, you say, well, Rich, so much of networking is the personal relationship, and indeed it is. But nowadays, people can get together just like we're getting together here and build those relationships. But it's going to be all about the user experience. Now, I'm going to share something with those of you that I've not shared with many people yet. When Networking Today first started, and we began expanding globally, if you will, statewide actually, but okay, fine, half of the US. Okay, when we began expanding, okay, we had a tiered compensation structure. So level one were all the meetings that you led yourself. And almost everybody just leads their own meeting. It's kind of ridiculous for someone to lead, 15 meetings in your community. I'm going to leave this meeting and drive over here to this meeting, and then I'm going to see some of the same people, and I'm going to leave that meeting, and then I'm going to drive over here, and I'm going to leave this. That's kind of ridiculous. But on NTI Online, anyone, any mom, stay-at-home mom, any stay-at-home dad, any single parent, anyone that needs to generate additional revenue for their family, do you know that they say that $500 to $700 extra income a month would save over 70% of the bankruptcies in the United States? Ladies and gentlemen, what if we could give them a platform where they could go and they could network? They could have a group of networkers, whether it's book club, Bible studies, or B2B networking like all of us are used to, and you could lead multiple meetings. Maybe you've got one in Texas, one in Colorado, one in Michigan, one in every different time zone in the world, and you lead it. English-speaking people in China, English-speaking people in Israel, English-speaking people in India, and you lead that networking meeting. Guys, we're going to pay you level one on all the meetings you lead. And then there's a level two. Now, we're not going to structure as a multi-level marketing organization. So there's not legs and different things that you have to do, but we're going to compensate meeting leaders based on meetings that start because of you. So let's say that you lead 10 meetings and each meeting has 20 members in it. That's 200 total members that you're being paid on. Well, assume that just 20 people out of the 200 start their own Networking Today NTI Online meeting. Well, we're going to pay you and compensate you based on those level of meetings. And then let's pretend that out of those 20 meetings, they all average 20 members. So now you got 400 people on level two that you're being paid on, but 40 of them start a meeting. We're going to pay you again on a third level where you can make revenue on all of the meetings that start because of you, because you shared and your members shared. And we want to reward people and compensate them for spreading the word about NTI Online, leading meetings. And then we're going to put a kicker in there. We're going to tier it. So when you pass through certain tiers or numbers of meetings, guess what? We're going to increase your compensation retroactive on all the meetings that you have. So when you break through 25 on your second level, break through 50 on your second level, whatever it is, 75 on your second level, all those meetings, we're going to increase the compensation and share the revenue generated from all the members that are joining NTI Online, whether it's a book club, Bible study, dog club, doesn't matter what it is, they can network on NTI Online. And it will all be right here. Now, it's going to take us some time to build this out, guys. Okay, to launch and to get live and to get out there, what we're trying to do is get our meetings, definitely get our meetings online, okay, so that they're all out there. All right, now, let me come back. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that, guys. Hang on a second. Hold on. My computer has decided to hate me for a second. Let me come back to our presentation. Guys, this is what I'm saying. vCard Global, NTI Online, is not going to cost our members 1 cent more. For the same $30 a month or $300 a year, members are going to be able to take advantage of 100% of everything that I just introduced to all of you. I know you've not been able to experience yet. You've not had it in your hands to play with and use. I know, but it's coming. And we want to help every single one of our members optimize and maximize their exposure so that they can get more referrals and more business. We can do that with more local meetings. We can do that with more online meetings. We can do that with the new V-card that we're rolling out. Our directory, our digital business card, everything that we're rolling out is going to exist for the benefit of our members, and not for 1 penny more. This is all brand new, and I don't know of another networking organization delivering this much value. Ladies and gentlemen, you are a part of it. You're a part of what we're doing at Networking Today. NTI Online will be able to offer any meeting anywhere. We will be able to share what we're doing with everyone digitally, easily, and simple, unlike ever before. New website, new digital card, new platform for networking with the world. Now, this is what the interface will look like. When people come to NTI Online, they join NTI Online, it'll be branded down there toward the bottom. It'll say NTI Tennessee or NTI Knoxville or NTI Global or any NTI whatever, okay? All of that is this is how it will look. We will do other things on this window, but it's going to be very robust. We've been working very, very hard, both with our partners at vCard and with our partners at Zoom, to make sure that this experience is fantastic. Please know, okay, let me just talk to all of you. Please know, there's going to be bugs. There will be problems, okay? Please don't be discouraged by that. Anything new is going to have bumps in the road, but we are 100% committed. Our dev team, the Zoom contacts, the vCard contacts that we have, 100% of the leadership is dedicated to make sure that everything we do at Networking Today is just perfect for our members. So we won't stop working to perfect it. All right. So for all of you that are meeting leaders, you say, Rich, can I begin announcing it? Well, look, you can say something's coming, but we don't have much to show yet. Our new website should be live. The new Networking Today INTL website should be live. The interface should be live by this Saturday, okay? So people are going to start seeing it anyway. You can show them the new website. You can talk about it. But everything with NTI Online may not be ready to go just yet. They'll see it. You can introduce it. You can tell them about it. But you can't demonstrate it until we're ready. I will let everybody know we're creating 2 whiteboard videos where they draw and talk at the same time that all of you will be able to share and introduce to your members. We're working on it. Believe me, night and day. Scripting, talking, thinking, how to make it better. We have 2 beta teams. We have 24 of our members, active meeting leaders and members that we've invited to participate in the beta so that we can kind of experience it together and then get feedback and make tweaks. Believe me, more is coming. This is not something that was born in the ivory towers alone. We've all been out here working on it, many of us together. And some of you have wondered, Rich, what in the world have you been so busy doing? Hopefully now you can see just a smidge of what we have been working on. After all, like I like to say, we're networking today. Working yesterday. Hello. Come on. All right, they say knowledge is power. The book I'm still recommending is The World is Flat. Now, look, I have discovered that this guy gets pretty political later on in chapters in his book. Networking Today is political neutral, okay? Am I? No, I'm not politically neutral, but Networking Today as an entity is, okay? I am not trying to advocate any political agenda here, but I'm trying to introduce all of us in our minds to the idea that the world is flat. Let's connect. Let's get to it. It's a great book worth reading. I'm going to unmute your lines to answer some questions coming up soon. Reminders, our next call is November the 26th, 2019. Please make sure it is on your calendar. Make sure that all of your information is correct on the site, in the app, and on Facebook. If we need to schedule some time together, I'm just going to be honest. Please, I love each and every one of you, but after the 28th, life slows down for me a little bit, and I'll be much more free to help make sure we can have conference calls, we can work one-to-one, and we can make sure everything is right on the site and everything else. And I know all of you need literature. To be honest with you, I'm trying to get away from literature. I just want to be digital. I want to share everything we do digitally. Okay. Oh, heaven's sakes. Got to share something. Can't believe I did this. I'm so sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have not left the call yet because I forgot to share. In addition to all of this, from now on, Networking Today visitors will be free for 30 days. Okay? NTI Online and visitors that come to local meetings will be free for 30 days, but we want to get them signed up while they're at the meeting. They'll put their credit card in, they'll put their information in, their membership will be free for 30 days, and they're free to cancel at any time, before or after they join. Okay? It doesn't matter, anytime. Okay? No contract still. But when you have visitors show up, from now on, literally from now on, I think it's actually in the system now that their membership, even when they put their credit card in, is going to be free for 30 days. And what we want to do is we want to get people signed up at your meetings. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get you signed up. Your membership is free for 30 days and you can cancel at any time, but this will give you enough time to visit NTI Online, any meeting in the world, any local meeting here in our area, and see if NTI is right for you. No refunds. No refunds. If their card bills 30 days from now and we hit their card for $30, $300, or $300 million, okay, $300 million, not good. We don't have a membership level that's $300 million. Maybe we should create that. But my point is this: no matter what level they choose to join at, they will be free, even charities, free for 30 days. Their card is going to get hit for their applicable membership 30 days from now. Networking Today will have a no refund policy for this. They're able to log in to their account and cancel at any time. So, not going to have a refund. Communicate that with every single member. Stress the fact that it will be on the website. It will be communicated by meeting leaders. It will be communicated by your visitor host team. Networking Today will not issue refunds. We have a lot of expenses, and it creates hell on earth with our merchant with any refunding that we do. They don't like it. We don't like it. It's not fun. No refunds. They can cancel afterward. Oh, surprise, I'm still a member. I'm going to cancel. Great. That's $30 wasted. Okay? It's not our fault you didn't take advantage of the 30 days free. But there will be no refund policy. Exceptions. I just want to stress that to you guys. Sorry, just trying to be very clear. No refunds. So, but they get free for 30 days to try it. But we want to go ahead and sign them up in our registration form. Let them pick any membership option they want, okay? But get them to join. And I almost forgot to share that. I'm so sorry. But I believe, yeah, double check. I think effective as of today, I think the dev team got that piece of it done, and it's active right now. So all of you that run meetings can get people to sign up. All right. Now, our next call is the 26th. Make sure all your information is correct on the site. And of course, as always, those of you that need to fly, feel free to go ahead and fly. I have an appointment immediately following today's call, so I don't have long, but I'm going to unmute lines and we'll go through questions and things like that. And we'll try to handle that during today's call. So, whew, that was a lot of information. And looking at my phone, 1:22, I'm 8 minutes early. Woo! Can you believe that? All right, hold on a second. I'm going to stop the screen share. And let's see here. We got chats going on. All right, so let's see here. Implemented this at our last meeting. Yeah, okay, Ruben, very good. Ruben also said, wow, I will help our members use this new technology. Great, thanks, Ruben. And then Ruben also said, Ruben's out there, mobile NTI connector, my new name for schedule me for chat, Rich. Okay, very good, Ruben. We'll make sure and do that. Now, all right, that's all I see in the chat, but you guys may have other chat things you want to talk about. Let me go ahead and unmute the lines. If you guys don't mind, you can raise your hand. You know, you can do all of that in the chat window, and we can go ahead and address any questions. Guys, what's on your mind? Doesn't have to be all at once, but it can be one of you if you want to. No? Going once?
Hey, wait. It's Missy. When did you say the V cards will go out to everybody? Is it just going to come in like an email or in like a link in our normal emails? How's that going to work?
So first of all, I'll use FanZuma to communicate with all the meeting leaders, right? I'm going to announce to all the meeting leaders first that vCard is now live and, every single member has it. Then what we'll do is we'll create a link to vCard, and I will draft a FanZuma that will go out globally to every single member. Now, some people are going to get it who have even recently canceled their membership, okay? Well, if they didn't unsubscribe, I can't help that. If they're still in the FanZuma system, they are going to get it. We will also use our Membership Works database and send out every active member an email. So I want to hit them from multiple ways. What is that going to do, Missy? People are going to complain. I got 6 emails about this.
Then 2 months later, they'll
Communicate,
say, I never got an email. What is this?
Exactly.
Preach it, sister. Where's my hanky? Look, here's my hanky right here. Hello.
It's like it's happened before. It's like this is never, All right.
Good
I
grief.
think that's my only
If
question.
you guys knew the amount of people that say, Rich, you never told us.
Yeah.
You know what? This only has water. But on days like that, I fill it up with moonshine. I'm telling you. All right. Brooke.
Hey, Rich, so our little situation that happened this morning with FanZuma,
Yes, Brooke.
would you like to tell everybody what you're going to do for us?
I knew you were going to ask that. So, guys, what we do in FanZuma has a minimum lockout period where if you communicate, please excuse me, if you communicate using FanZuma to all of your members, it locks your members out for 24 hours. That way, no meeting leader can spam our members. That's why we did it that way. Well, on weather-related days like today, it might be that you send out a message saying, hey, the meeting is open, see you there. And then 8 minutes later, so wait, text me they can't make it to the meeting, change of mind, we're going to cancel. It blocks it from going out. Okay, so what we're going to do in FanZuma is we're going to make all of networking today permanently unlocked. Please do not abuse this. Okay? The meeting leader that abuses this will be terminated. Period. I'm sorry. You cannot abuse and use the bully pulpit if you're a meeting leader to communicate your own, things. Okay? This is a tool to be used exactly for what Brooke ran into this morning. There was a lot of confusion. Networking Today follows Knox County. Well, here in Knoxville, we follow Knox County Schools. Knox County Schools was open. Well, frankly, guys, a lot of people still made it to the meeting, even though a lot of people in southern counties or even counties outside that go to Brooke's meeting were saying, I can't make it. I got a 2-hour delay for my kids to go to school. So even though Knox County was open, it was a 2-hour delay. Well, people like Brooke, that's a mom, she has her own kids to deal with. That creates a real issue. So you need a communication tool that you can instantly message all of your members, and that's FanZuma. But this was a problem today, and we're going to change it because of that. We'll call it the Brooke Initiative, just for Brooke.
Not to call anybody out, Rick.
No. It wasn't your fault. It was the system's fault, and you didn't know it, and I apologize. But, hey, it worked itself out,
Rookie mistake, rookie mistake.
No, not at all, actually. I mean, this could honestly happen to anyone at any time, to be honest with you. It just happened to happen to Brooke. But, Brooke has members that are like, oh, thanks for finally showing up, and, had to be really sarcastic and all that. So Brooke wanted to do one of these to all of them. You know what I mean? I'm sure. But, hey, that's how it happened.
I was nice.
Anyway,
Do what? I can't hear you.
what did you say?
I said I was nice.
Of course, you were. Yes. You were even so nice as to put me on speakerphone and let me talk to the people. And I really appreciated that part. Ladies and gentlemen, any other questions before we wrap up today's call? Going once? Closing out. Guys, listen, thank you very much for being meeting leaders. Love you guys. Networking Day would not be what it is without you. You guys have a great, great, great week. More to come. I promise. Bless you all.
See ya.